The formal intention of Grotto Sauna by partisans focuses on creating two different experiences, approaching the building from the outside and actually entering inside, expressed in the geometry and the materiality of both the exterior and the interior of the sauna. The exterior is a simple box-like form built from charred cedar. Given a weathered appearance, it's meant to look as if the building has been hidden in plain sight for centuries. By contrast, the interior is made up of curved, undulating forms of a smooth, warmer-toned wood. The sculpted interior emulates adjacent Lake Huron's waves and conveys a much softer, intimate atmosphere. Similarly, Light of Life Church by Shinslab Architecture and ESAC expresses its formal intention through a contrast between outside and inside. Its formal intention is expressed in a more spatial manner in addition to its materiality and geometry, particularly in the circular worship space. Also situated in a heavily forested site, the flat surfaces of the boxy and angular exterior forms are meant to reflect the image of nature, which is achieved by using materials such as glass and polycarbonate. The interior speaks a very different formal language, one that is more concentric and organic with a very fluid use of wood. The dome-shaped space is formed by the ends of cut red cedar trunks, with all the trunks oriented upright like the trees of the surrounding forest. Both buildings show a formal intention through the contrast between external mass and internal mass, having to do with each building's response to the site, program, and creating a specific feeling of escape. The internal forms seem to take inspiration from the formal qualities of the surrounding landscape, the motion of the waves in Grotto Sauna, and the shapes of tree trunks in Light of Life Church. However, there is a difference in the way the forms, both internal and external, are fabricated for each of the buildings. With Partisans Grotto, there is a more direct connection between the exterior and interior forms in that they appear to be directly carved out of the exterior massing. They are also linked through the similar use of material. Whereas in Light of Life Church, the interior is a completely separate massing than the outside, and there is no formal affiliation in the way the space is created. It is more or less a separate entity placed inside of an existing building. Both these buildings display a clear formal intention of contrast, and it is equally effective in both the very literal and stark expression with Light of Life Church, as well as in the more implemented and fluid expression with Grotto Sauna.